Most people don't think everyday objects can be dangerous. A mirror in the bedroom, a couch in the living room, an aquarium in the corner. These things feel harmless, familiar, completely safe. But sometimes ordinary objects can turn into deadly hazards in just a few seconds. In today's video, we're looking at 3 everyday situations that ended in tragedy. 3 homes, 3 ordinary objects, and 3 small decisions that changed everything. Story 1. The Mirror. It was April 18, 2021, in a small apartment in Portland, Oregon. At 10:35 p.m., 34-year-old Lisa Turner was getting ready for bed. She had recently bought a large standing mirror for her bedroom. It was nearly 6 feet tall with a thick wooden frame. The mirror was meant to be mounted to the wall, but Lisa had left it leaning against the wall instead. She planned to secure it later. For now, it seemed stable enough. That evening, she placed it beside her dresser. The bottom edge rested on the hardwood floor, slightly angled back against the wall. From a distance, it looked perfectly safe. Around midnight, Lisa woke up to get a glass of water. The room was dark, lit only by faint streetlight through the curtains. As she stepped out of bed, her foot caught the edge of a rug. She stumbled slightly and reached out to steady herself. Her hand brushed the side of the mirror. The heavy frame shifted forward. Within a second, the mirror tipped. The full weight of the glass and wooden frame fell toward her. She had no time to react. The mirror struck the floor and shattered. Large shards of glass spread across the bedroom. The main impact knocked her down beside the dresser. Emergency services were called by a neighbor who heard the crash, but the injuries were too severe. Investigators later confirmed that the mirror had never been secured to the wall. One large object left unsecured. Story 2. The Sofa Bed. On November 7, 2020, in a small apartment in Cleveland, Ohio, 47-year-old Mark Jensen was getting ready for bed. He lived alone and used a folding sofa bed every night. The couch was old. The metal frame inside had started making loud clicking sounds. Sometimes the mechanism stuck halfway. That night, around 11:20 p.m., Mark pulled the cushions off. He grabbed the metal bar and pulled. The frame moved slightly. He pulled harder. The stuck mechanism suddenly released. The heavy metal frame snapped backward with force. Mark lost his balance and fell forward. The folding frame slammed shut around him. The weight of the structure pinned his upper body against the floor. He tried to push it off, but the mechanism had locked in place. Neighbors later reported hearing a loud metallic bang, followed by silence. The next morning, a coworker called for a welfare check. Emergency responders found him still trapped beneath the folded frame. Investigators concluded the old mechanism had failed. One worn-out piece of furniture, still in daily use. Story 3. The Aquarium. On June 2, 2022, in an apartment in San Diego, California, 29-year-old Daniel Ruiz was arranging his living room. In the corner stood a large glass aquarium. The tank held nearly 75 gallons of water. With gravel and equipment, it weighed over 600 pounds. It sat on an old wooden cabinet. The cabinet had never been designed to hold that much weight, but it seemed strong enough. For weeks, nothing appeared wrong. That afternoon, Daniel decided to move the aquarium slightly. He placed his hands against the cabinet and pushed gently. The cabinet shifted, then one of the legs cracked. A sharp snapping sound echoed through the room. In an instant, the cabinet collapsed. The massive aquarium tipped forward, glass shattered across the floor. As hundreds of pounds of water surged outward, the impact knocked Daniel down. Broken glass and the collapsing structure trapped him beneath the tank. Neighbors called emergency services after hearing the crash. By the time responders arrived, the living room was flooded. Investigators confirmed the cabinet had failed under the weight. One heavy object on the wrong support. In each of these cases, there were no extreme risks. No wild animals, no high-speed crashes, no dangerous stunts. In each of these cases, there were no extreme risks. No wild animals, no high-speed crashes, no dangerous stunts. Ordinary objects, ordinary homes, and small decisions that turned into fatal moments. Sometimes the most dangerous things in a home are the ones we stop noticing.